They probably. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Runnin Vegas. Subscribe, comment, share. I forget what the 3 things are. It used to be written down here once upon a time.
All the things.
Yeah, all the things. I have a very, very special guest. My very own lender Barbie, Darrian Trillo in the house.
Woo!
2 trill. So what's going on, babe? I haven't seen you forever. I'm so excited you're here. You're a vibe. I'm like, we're going to talk about all the things. I hope we get to the mortgage stuff, and if we don't...
You know what, whatever.
Yeah.
My face already hurts from smiling.
So you guys, if you need anything mortgage, just give her a call. So if we don't get to the mortgage stuff, oh well.
I can get you into a home.
Yeah.
Stress-free, painless.
Right, yeah. No, really. I mean, you make the impossible possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really do.
6 years in the making, and we're still doing it. So
yeah, I love it.
Something must be working.
Something must be working. So tell us a little bit more about you. Like, let's start with like outside of mortgages, because that's so boring.
Oh my gosh. You know, I've been in Vegas now for 12 years. So from Michigan originally. So we talked about the Midwest side and how we're just fabulous human beings.
Yeah.
But Vegas is now forever home. So, I mean, other than like mom of 2 and being a straight homebody nowadays, mortgage does consume me, but we make it glamorous as much as we can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of just where I'm at right now. You know how hard it is to get me out of the house.
Yeah. Oh, no, I know. But when we do, we have such a good time.
We have a good time. Then like we hibernate for like a month.
And we hibernate for, I think that's the ADD in us.
Wait, squirrel.
So I have to, so my head, so I only took 1 Adderall today, so it's like, it's worn off by now, just so you guys know. So I'll go back to all of it. But
we're so screwed.
So yesterday, are you watching the World Cup game?
Okay, like here and there a little bit. I think when my husband places bets for me, then I'm like totally into it. So
I should have done Mexico every single time. We've been winning.
Listen, I watched a little bit of the USA Bosnia yesterday, but it was funny because I'm like, it was a great time. Like everyone was loud, they were screaming during the thing, but I was like, okay, I got it for like 30 minutes. I ate my food, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home, just peace and quiet. But it was fun. I think it's always exciting when you have that kind of energy and like something to like bring people together. So super cool.
For sure. We were at Stone yesterday, and you actually kind of came up casually because my hairdresser is from Michigan, Detroit too, and her friends.
Oh, fun.
And I'm like, man, it's like so John couldn't be with us today, so he's doing his thing. So he just let us do our thing and just be cool together.
Totally.
So yeah, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, Darrian's from Detroit too. I'm like, all the cool girls are from Michigan, Detroit. I'm like, yeah, so you guys, even though this was off the podcast, we were talking about. You remind me of like Cali kids, because I'm a Cali kid, and I'm like, we're super friendly to everybody. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, but you think Detroit girls are more friendly.
I think Midwest, Michigan girls, but I think Midwest girls, I don't know, there's something there's just that, like, we're just nice to everybody. Like, you know, oh, my bad, oh, sorry about that, excuse me. Yeah. Here's a little different, but Cali, maybe Bay Area, I'll hang out a little bit more, and then I'll give you feedback.
You know, everybody thinks they're a celebrity. Do you not feel that? Like, everybody thinks there's somebody in Vegas, and I'm like, like, just because you have a pod.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm the coolest thing that's ever existed.
Right. That's exactly it. You guys, by the way,
that's why we're so successful, though. We just pretend that we're someone that we're not.
Right. It's all alter ego, right? And that's our purple cow, and that might work. We read the alter ego, and that's what it's about. You guys, by the way, don't get old. This is how big my font is now for questions. I don't know if I'm even going to get to them.
We might need to get it bigger.
But yeah, I'm like, between that and my contacts not adjusting. But so where was I heading? Man, now I've talked. Okay, so
Midwest,
so nice. Okay, so you've been here 12 years, been doing mortgages.
For 6.
For 6, and then you started originally.
The place I started?
Yeah.
Valley View Home Loans.
What brought you here to Vegas?
Oh, I opened up Omnia nightclub. So it was a
that's right. I forgot.
Bottle service. The sparkles.
Oh yeah, so much fun.
It was a great time for the time.
Do you go to clubs anymore?
Occasionally, but like twice a year.
Okay.
I don't know.
I haven't been in 5 years.
I'm more of a lounge person. I like to do nice dinners, maybe lounge after, and then be home by 10.
Let's do a pool this year.
I could do a pool.
I want to go to Sophie Tucker. August 21st. I think I sent you the
Oh, you did send me that. See, I can do that. And I'll mentally prepare in advance.
Yeah,
and
it's
we're
like
good.
a month and we're good. Yeah. So you started with Valley View. Now you are at?
I am the branch manager at Citywide Home Mortgage.
Okay. Now. All right. And how's that going?
It's good. It's been there 3 months, so it's challenging in itself. I think the leadership growth for me is something big that I haven't had since I've started in this business. So it's nice just to feel not capped anymore. So I think, we get, settled in our ways, doing the same thing over and over on our daily. So this was something that got me out of my comfort zone, gave me a chance to grow in my career, but then also see what else is out there when it comes to mortgages, because you don't just have to originate to be in this field. I mean, there's so much more to it. So I think the mentorship that I'm getting now is super exciting, and so I am happy. I mean, I'm extra tired, but we're going to get through it.
So what's the biggest challenge you think since you've taken on this role?
The management side, right? So for the longest time, I've just had to worry about me and my team, and that's on how much I wanted to scale. So now being in a position where I'm overseeing other loan officers and other staff and making sure that not only my production but theirs is excelling their expectations. But then with that, I mean, listen, there's the day-to-day tasks are so different than what you would assume a branch manager does. I mean, you're wearing 1,000 different hats, and I wore those hats when I was just originating myself. So now, it's one of those things where I see the vision, I see the white writing on the wall, and that's where I'm just like, just go.
Yeah.
Go till you get there.
So how do you handle if somebody like me is working for you and it's like a little unhinged, the ADDs go, oh, that's what I was going to get into. How do
I handle you?
Yeah, how do you handle that? Right.
No.
It's like.
No, I think with my, again, you're considered what's called self-sourced, right? So you're my personal agent. So my self-sourced stuff is still my baby.
Yeah.
So when it comes to prioritizing your branch duties versus self-sourced, it's just the time management side of it, right? So if you call me, I'm still answering like I normally would. We're still going through the motions, but it's sending
you DMs. I'm like, oh, this is cute.
You have to have that, though. You have to have your flair still. You can't just be monotone. And again, I think that's what makes it fun too, because I have my OGs, my original people that still get me going in the way of it makes it still fun and exciting, and it takes me out of this boss role for a second to be like, okay, these are my friends that I enjoy working with too.
So what's next, do you think, for you in that realm?
Oh, listen. Robert Kumar, I'd like to be president of the company.
You heard it here first, so when it happens.
No, it's interesting about.
We're going to have to tag him.
Right? He's going to be like, no. One great thing about him, the first time actually meeting him was a few months ago, obviously, when they were recruiting me to come on. And knowing that he was a loan officer many moons ago, I'm not trying to age you, sorry, but I got to kind of see.
But it sounds like he's ready to retire.
Yeah.
And maybe you're ready to take over.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So just give me the Rolls Royce too, would you? No, I think it's funny because they call me the girl version of him. He's like, you're a little Robert, but it was interesting to see.
So tell me, what does that sound like? Because I don't know him. So what characteristics or personality or what?
I think our energies are our energy is both very high, and we're such go-getters that when I found out he was, I call it just a regular loan officer, and now to see him as, CGO, their fancy titles, Chief Growth Officer of our company, it just it gets me excited to know that that I'm going in the same path. Yeah, so you're going from loan officer to branch manager to VP to president and yada yada. So I think for him, when he brought this opportunity to me, the one question that stayed with me and essentially was the reason I came over was, do you just want to originate, or do you see a purpose in leadership? And so that's what I was just like, no, I've never had that question asked to me, but I also have never thought about it.
Right.
And so
I love that.
The answer was that there's more to this, and absolutely.
It's growth season.
Why wouldn't I want to do that? So that's that's kind of where I took that leap.
I love that.
But I forgot where we were going with
this.
I
like it. I'm like, and time flies, but time will go by really quick, by the way, so it's all good. So what do you do? Tell people a little bit that don't know you. What do you do outside of work? What are you passionate about? What is right? I know you guys, it's really funny because you and I go to lunch here and there, and we are both very, as John would say. He's like, you guys both seem like extroverts, but then you guys need like 3 days to recover from. And I'm like, I'm that kid. I'm like, I can't do
and
2 happy hours back to back. They're like, how is that?
I think our again, like if I'm going to give you my time, that comes with my energy as well. So if I'm coming at like my highest peak and I do that, when I get home, I'm like, oh, that was so exhausting. Like, let's not do that again, or at least for a while. But no, I mean, it's one of those things too, like when, like, and we've all done it, when you've gone to a lunch or a event, let's say with realtors, and like you feel, when you talk to certain people and you feel drained at the end, and like you get in your car and you're like, holy crap, like I'm not working with that person. Like, I think that's where it's gotten in time now. So like what I like to do outside of work is, one, it's the homebody, obviously. We know I like to go shopping. And we're foodies. Haven't done that together. I'm a foodie. Like if there's a new restaurant, if there's a place that has like a nice outdoor patio, like that's my place.
Have you found any new places with the patio? I am a little upset. Summerlin and everybody that runs Summerlin, I love Summerlin, but now it sounds like I'm like a hater. It's Throw Shade Thursday, though.
No shade.
Throw Shade Thursday. I coined that, so nobody can take it. I'm like, I created Throw Shade Thursday. But why do we have such nice weather and we do not have enough outdoor seating restaurants? Scottsdale is way hotter, guys, and it's a vibe. Like, if people from Vegas have not gone to Scottsdale,
it makes you feel like you're not cooped up.
Yeah, and then it's like, why am I indoors and why is it dark? Like, and it's hotter in Scottsdale, so I don't understand how they have all these outdoor. The whole street is just outdoor.
More outdoor bars. I love that.
Yeah, and brunch. I'm like, that's what we need to do. Like, Summerlin sucks when it comes to that.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a couple, but then again, the food, I'm like, oh, I don't want to, like, I don't crave to go back for more. Which, funny, my spot for the longest time was Marlin Bar in Town Square, but then they took off like the best thing on the menu, buffalo cauliflower. And other than that,
that's where we met, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was my spot. Because it was indoor, outdoor. I will tell you, I really enjoy like Zero Bond now for lunch because you get the view. I mean, granted, like you can go outside, of course, but I feel like that's like, it's not overpowering and overwhelming with a bunch of people, so you don't feel inclined
to, like,
go there when you see people, I'll take you.
Yeah, you guys, we were going to try to do lunch today, and it's just, she's busy, I'm busy. I'm like, I have an event, I have to be there by 3. I'm probably still going to be late now.
I've got 30 texts, I'm sure, from sitting here for 13 minutes. They're like, and they're probably freaking out. Where are you? Why aren't you answering your phone?
And we're like, we're going to have to, like, we schedule.
30 minutes. It's going to be just 30 minutes,
I'm
guys,
like, 30 minutes. I'm like, we're going to make the most out of it. All right, so we talked a little bit about you, what you do for fun.
Boring.
Yeah, it's like, but you know what? I need that. I don't know if I told you, but I had to go back in for, and not that this is personal, I'm being a little vulnerable, but it all comes together, I swear. So they put me on Lexapro, right? Okay. And then because of that, the ADD kind of started getting a little more unhinged than usual.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was just more and more like hyper, and that's who I am normally.
Okay.
So now they gave me the Addy, so they're like, hopefully it comes down. So today, that's where I was going with that story. I only took one and it started wearing off, and I told John, because we have a happy hour, I'm like, I'm going to be unhinged today. I'm not taking my pill.
You are raw dogging life today. Yeah. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah.
Send videos.
Sometimes good, sometimes I just don't even know. Yeah, but it's like, hey, here we are, whatever.
Oh my gosh. I live on the edge a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to sometimes.
So I guess we'll talk a little mortgage.
Okay.
So I want to talk like just crazy stuff. So what is like the craziest purchase or thing you've seen while somebody's been under contract and you're like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Oh man.
Like what's something where it's like, you're like, this cannot be happening, or this is not. Because we always joke about the car, right? Oh, go.
Yeah, okay, well, actually, I've got like the opposite story. Actually, I probably can't even say it.
What?
I think it's just people don't realize, like, on our side, like, how detailed technology is. So, like, if you provide me with a document and you tell me that you sold your car, and then you keep insurance on this car that you sold, like, ding, 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 this doesn't seem, legit, right? And
right.
It's come to find out you didn't sell your car. You just thought if you gave me certain things, you'd be like, okay, yeah, we're great. So I just think when it comes to purchasing a home, like, just be cautious, because there's the technology in the back end. We can see it all. But craziest story, I mean.
So then why ask for so many documents if it's already there? You know what I mean?
Well, no. So when we do ask for the documents, right?
Yeah.
Like we're going through them, right?
Okay.
Like in a thorough way. So if you gave me something, like say you gave me a pay stub that's not real, well, there's what's called verification of employment that we're pulling to cross-check the data you gave us.
Right.
So like we still ask for these documents, but like we're also
what if I have like two
things.
baby mamas and it's like I both of them like child support?
Oh,
that
I'll
comes
find
up to
it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. FBI. You think girls are crazy on Instagram? Wait till I see it. No, I mean crazy story. I mean, it's just one of those things. Like every single day is different. When it comes to the craziness, I mean, the stories go on for days. It's just like people. Like I've had couples where they're going through a divorce and the husband's trying to buy a house, but obviously we're in the state of Nevada, so community state property, got to sign a quitclaim.
Right.
And he's like, no, it's cool. Like I'll sign it for it. And I'm like, no, sir. Like you can't do that. So just silly things like that. Yeah. Again, people just don't think about, but it's just the humor and it. When you see it, you're like, this isn't even the worst thing I've seen, but we'll get through it.
I like it. I'm like. See, I feel like maybe I should be a lender then, because I want to know, like, people's business,
It's funny, I've had it too, where obviously we see bank statements, right? And I've had wives call me because their husbands are purchasing. They're like, hey, could you send me those bank statements he sent you? And I'm like, no. And I'm over here, I'm like, OnlyFans. No, we're not doing that today. I'm not going to be involved. It's personal information.
Right.
No, you take everything with a grain of salt. But, the confidential side to it, it's just funny because, like, when you see things and, like, in turn, you're like, okay, copy. Noted.
And we're not all too different. We all have the little secret private lives, right?
I think it's what makes it fun, where it's not boring in a sense. I mean, listen, math isn't fun, but yeah.
Yeah, I've always wondered, because I feel like the realtors, it's kind of like the glamorous side per se.
I feel like we see that on social media, but like I know some of y'all that will go, like, you fight tooth and nail for your clients, or there's debris in a yard and they're like, I'm not moving until it's gone, and the sellers they're already left.
Right.
And it's like, you guys get down and dirty to do stuff. So I think you guys props for that.
I gotta give props to my boy John, because he actually does. He knows I don't leave a certain location because my Tesla doesn't make it. It's like a golf cart. It's like, come back into the parameters.
Come back to the safe zone.
But my boy John does do that, and he's like, hey, whatever it is, it's a challenge to where.
Well, and they call you after too. Like I know, again, with like the home warranties and all this stuff, like they close, they're like, hey, this doesn't work, and you're like you guys could just totally be like, okay, well, like I'm done, but like no, like you keep in contact and you keep the follow up. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and now I have Nora, which is have you met Nora from American Home Shield? I'm gonna have to introduce you guys. We're gonna have to do a happy hour. So she hooks it up, and it's like she treats my clients like
gold.
Like hours, so it's like perfect. I had a question and now I just completely forgot. I was like, where were we going with that? We were talking about.
Funny story is in the mortgage world.
And that's all right. So the it seems like the glamorous side to it, in a sense, right? It's like. And do you feel like the lenders get like not the short end of the stick, but it's just
oh my God, we totally do,
right? Like it's like you guys are the villains in the whole process somehow, and not if you're working with Darrian, because it's like, well, because we work close together, so then it goes that way.
You want to be a friend in a transaction, and I think that's where I've done a really good job building my business, where I befriend my agents. Like, we have a mutual respect for each other, number one, but there's a mutual trust, which, again, trust is earned, but at the same token, especially in the beginning of relationships, it also hasn't been taken away, so it's like you got to give the benefit of the doubt sometimes.
Right.
In those
that's a good way to put it.
In those newer relationships, but I will say that I think that we definitely get grayed out a little bit when it comes to the closing, because there's so many things that you guys don't even know that happen behind the scenes that I could bring up every issue to you. Hey, here's all this, but I fixed it. But like, I don't wear a sweater to say what I did today. Like,
I knew a lender like that, and I was like, I almost felt like he did that on purpose, so he was a hero at the end.
So you knew
and I'm
everything he did.
But
I'm not that person. Like, I mean, I eat some shit sandwiches, right? And I could call everyone just, hey, just want to let you know I did this.
Right.
And not even my file, but I did. But it's just, you got to be a team player. And so,
I love that, because that's our job, right? To keep the emotion between the lines.
Yeah. So I think at the end with closing, listen, it's no secret that a lot of the times the agents get all the credit. And listen, you guys are the ones in more communication with them in the beginning. You're the ones that are probably going to answer their calls at the end if they need something aftermath. Right. In the middle, I'm just the one asking them for more documents, probably pissing them off because I'm bothering them again.
I guess that's where I was heading with like the clients. It's like they're like, you know, you guys are almost the villain in the client's eyes at times. It's like, well, we already gave this to them.
Oh my God, that's
like,
my favorite.
How many times have we heard this?
Sir, no, you gave me the wrong thing.
Right.
But you have to just listen again. You take it with a grain of salt. I've been at my own client sometimes, and I talk to Haley. I'm like, just log in for me and get it. And she's like, you are that borrower. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're right, I am. But it's setting the expectations up front. I mean, the difference between a pre-approval and going through processing and underwriting are two completely different things. And hey, if I pre-approved you 90 days ago, guess what? I'm going to ask for updated bank statements. I'm going to ask for pay stubs, which yes, you did send me, but they're old now. So again, it's just having the confidence and speaking with your client. But you also have to drive the bus. You can't let the client drive the bus for you. Right. And same thing with the agent. It's like, hey,
and I do like that, because you could get stern when you have to, even with other agents when they're just being a little persnickety for no reason.
Yeah, listen, we're not neurosurgeons, okay, first off. It's not life or death, been there, done that. Right. But it is serious because they are purchasing a home, and we don't take that lightly. But at the same token, like, whether you need an extra day for closing, or maybe something slipped and you got to fix it and reverse it. Like, one, we're human.
I like that. All right, Missy Elliott, I see what you did there. Flip it and reverse it.
But you just, again, we're human, and like I wish that was a class that they taught when it comes to continuing education or all
common sense class.
Common sense, but also kindness, because it goes so far. Like, listen, don't be the agent that's like, I've been doing this for 52 years, and like, you just think that because you've been doing it for so long, you get to be unkind to somebody. Like, let's treat each other with respect.
And I don't understand that. That's one thing I don't understand about this industry. I'm like, we're all working together, and common like goal. Don't put your emotions into it. It's like, and I'm like, why are we not? So, funny story, we closed on a Lennar home, and the Lennar representative agent, the sweetest thing, and like, now I'm like, she's gonna be everything for Lennar. But then she was telling me like just how she gets treated by realtors that are showing those aren't the nicest. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with them? I'm like, I just don't get it. It's like, it's just. And we had a killer deal for my client, and he closed on that house, and I'm like, I don't understand why I make life more difficult.
Gosh, no.
And it's like, it's just
you don't
so
get paid more to
ego-based, right?
No. And reputation's everything. I mean, especially, I take it very seriously. Like, if I'm writing you a pre-approval letter, when they see my name, I've heard this multiple times, like, they're like, oh, okay, I know this is going to be a good deal.
That's how, sorry.
But like, I would hate for it to be like, oh my gosh, this lender, she's so rude. Like, that would hurt my soul. So that's why it's just like, I do my best to show my, best version of me. I mean, granted, there are times where like we're stressed and maybe we're snappy. We're human. Back to the human part.
Yeah.
But
that's the human in me.
Reputation's everything. So, I hope when people see my pre-approval come across, they're like, one, I know she does good work, but two, she's going to be kind, and like, they're like, okay, cool, like, I want to accept this offer.
So that's kind of how we met, actually, guys. Little man, I feel like it's going back so quick. So I'm like, it's like, so you guys, that's actually how we met, Darrian. So we're coached by you guys know, or if you guys don't know, Spring Benson and Justin Nelson, and we were they call the event Spring Break in Salt Lake, Utah, and the Bachelor team was there. Jillian and her team, and Courtney was the one that was on the other side. And the confidence, and they're like, we hadn't met you at the time, and he's like, send it to Darrian, she'll close the deal. And John's like, are you sure? And it's like, and at this, you guys, shout out to Courtney, by the way. I don't know if John ever has given him a shout out. No, he's awesome. He's such a good human being. And he's just the sweetest person. Talk about being a true professional. John had to, now I'm putting John's business out there. So John had to keep on doing extensions for this. And you guys, as you know, that's not something as realtors that we want to do. And sometimes shit happens. the intention is never to do that and string along and just, but Courtney is such a professional, and he, you know, and that's how we landed on you actually. And he's like, send it to Darrian, and and that client's just so made John look like the hero. Yeah, and
we
it's
got
all
a refi coming up for him too.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, good job. Throws on your shoulders. It's like, what are we doing? So that was really cool. That's how we met. All right, so I guess we've talked about mortgage. Am I missing anything? I don't know. I feel like I'm like, that's kind of the gist of it. I'm like, what do you, I guess, for those people that are interested, like if you're planning on buying a home, what's the best time to contact a lender? I tell them right away, because I'm like, hey, figure out if you have to pay off anything. I'm like, that way you're not in love with the house.
Like, as long as you're within a year. I think anything outside of a year it's just too long, because at the end of the day, within a year we can do a lot. If you need a credit repair, if you need to save, if it's jobs, if it's taxes we need to guide you with, there's just so much that we can do within a year. Once you're outside of 2 years, I mean, you can follow up with them as an agent, but I would say within a year, talk to somebody. That way we can set a game plan for you. And when we set game plans, again, it could be a multiple, layers of things. And instead of overwhelming a client with, hey, here's 3 tasks you need to do, saving, taxes, and credit, best of luck, call me when it's done. Let's tackle one thing at a time, and then be in communication with them during that time. But again, it's back to the setting expectations. Yeah.
So you heard it here. It's like, a year. That way you guys, because this is what happens, guys, and we'll be a little informative, I guess. It's like, so many clients sometimes think they're all good to go, and they don't know where they truly stand in the process, and they fall in love with these homes, and then they're discouraged.
Or or if you start shopping without knowing what that dollar amount looks like, say you fall in love with a $600,000 house, and when you get pre-approved, it's like, oh, I can only qualify for 400, which if we showed you 400 houses in the beginning, I guarantee you there's something that you would have found that you loved. But because we've already showed you shiny, pretty 600, you going backwards seems impossible. And then at that point, you're just going to say, hey, I'll rent. But now you're putting yourself further and further back as equity does start to go up. I mean, granted, it hasn't been that way for the last year or so. But more of the story is waiting and sitting on the sidelines. You're going to be the same person in 2020 that says, oh, I'll wait. Well, here we are.
Yeah, and then you turn into one of those people that we call, and they've been waiting our entire career. And I'm like, okay. So talking about that would maybe a little shady. But so I'm not a lender, but so where are you looking at interest rates? Because I'm like, it doesn't matter. If you need to get a house, buy a house,
get into mid-6s right now, which again, I mean, I always say if you love the house and you can afford the payment, buy the house. You can always refinance later. Now, in the event that you love the house and you can't afford it, well, it's not the time for you. Or let's lower the price point and figure out where your comfort zone is. But I mean, owning something is better than owning nothing, and I think everybody can attest to that. So that's just where I'm at. So rates are in the 6s, there you are.
Do you ever think that renting is a good idea? Like, is there ever a scenario where you're like, you know what? Fine, keep renting.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's like lately, I won't go, we don't have time, but I'm like I've been even thinking for myself, because I told you I want to go to the arts district. I'm like,
I'm so against it. And I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but like for me, I don't care if it was I could only afford a $200,000 house if I can buy it versus renting. Like I am a diehard buy it
ownership,
because I'm a real estate investor myself. So and my husband's just taught me that since I've known him. And I met him.
How's he doing?
He's amazing.
Yeah, good. We all need to hang out all together. Yeah, we need to do the Aperol spritzes. I think that's the last time we hung out.
But he's just instilled that to me.
What's up, Chris?
I met him in Vegas second day I moved here, and he was already a real estate investor at that time. So age, just again being 21 and learning that very fast. I mean, fast forward to where we're at now, I could never go backwards. So it's always, I don't care what it is, as long as I can own it.
You know what?
But it might not fit for everybody. But for me, like that's what I instill in my clients and what I preach. So there you have it.
I like it. You guys, we ran out of time, and as expected, I didn't even get to my paper, but we're gonna have to do like a second part. I know, and there was a lot of good questions in here too.
Honestly, but this saved me. I'm glad. Okay.
I'm like, so it was good. I appreciate you being here again, guys. Darrian, what's your Instagram? Do you have Instagram for for business or no?
It's personal and business. We mesh it together.
All right. I do too.
Trillo.
Darrian at Darrian Trillo. If you guys need a mortgage loan, hit her up. Again, my little lender Barbie. Thanks for being here.
Thanks. No, so
Darrian
fun.
Trillo. Thank you guys for watching, and catch you next week.
See ya.
Cheers.